Gil Lamb Advertising, MuleshoeTV.com, coverage of the Muleshoe Mules football, brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Independent School District, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Shipman's Body Shop and Autoplex, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Mohawk Auto Parts, WTG Fuels, Edward Jones and Stephen Dement, McDonald's Restaurant, and McCormick Seeds, along with 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications.
Ladies and gentlemen, football fans far and wide, welcome to a momentous evening right here in Brownfield, Texas, in Cubs Stadium for today's matchup between your Muleshoe Mules and the Brownfield Cubs. I'm Elliott Davis, the voice of the Mules, coming to you under the Friday Night Lights with MuleshoeTV.com. From touchdowns to tackles and every heart-stopping moment in between, we're here to capture it all so you won't miss a beat. Muleshoe 5-0 on the season looks to stay perfect so far, and they look to continue that here in Brownfield. Muleshoe wins this season. Littlefield 48-20 at the beginning of the season. Lamesa 48-6. Week 2, Week 3, Friona traveling out there. 48-20 was the score there. Tortilla hosting them at home. 61-7 was the score there. And then last week, traveling out to Abernathy, a shutout, 47-0. Brownfield comes in 3-2 in the season. They have beat Post 28-24 and Tortilla 40-14. They then lost to Roosevelt 46-30. They beat Dement 47-29, and they lost to Littlefield last week 49-13. The Mules defensive coordinator, Elliott Davis, is the assistant coach of the week with the really good defense that he had that came from KCBD sports director Pete Christie picking Elliott Davis. It's a really good job that the Muleshoe's defense has done on the season. Really good performance on really all 3 phases of the ball, and even when all 3 phases aren't going, we've seen this Muleshoe team figure it out. Whether if it was the offense picking up slack or defense, all around a really good team. Coming in, they are ranked 21 in the maxpreps.com. So if you see Muleshoe on there, they are trending upward in the rankings for 3A Division I. Here's your Brownfield Cub football roster. Number 1, you have Clyde Larry. 2, Gage McPherson. 3, Jaden Gonzalez. 4, Jesus Martinez. 5, George Rivera. 6, Andrew Villanueva. 7, Jojo Carrillo. 8, Quavance Busby. 9, Trey Timmons. 10, Austin Martinez. 11, Branson Salas. Number 12, Brendan Joselette. 14, Mike Rodriguez. 15, Julius Olivas. 20, Jathan Ruiz. 21, Caden Wise. 22, Dylan Castillo. Number 30, Jordan Stell. 32, Isaac Vasquez. 33, Isaiah Morin. 38, John Stell. 40, Xavier Hernandez. 42, Javier Hernandez. 42, Raymond Holgan. 45, Noah Arenas. 51, Joe Mata. 52, Austin Fiera. 53, Justice Churchwell. 55, Kane Johnson. 60, Ian Durham. 65, Stephen Jenkins. 67, Riley Flores. 70, Raul Mendez. 72, Jace Valdez. 73, Andrew Lira. 74, Gabriel Rodriguez. 75, Michael Perez. 77, Jerome Williams. 80, Ruben Fonseca. 85, Abel Vasquez. 88, Landon Garcia. And number 89, Christian Falcone. The head coach is Taherick Brentley. And the superintendent is Chris Smith. Now for your Muleshoe Mill lineup. Number 0, Aaron Morales, wide receiver, linebacker junior. 1, Yahir Kazada, wide receiver, defensive back junior. 2, Nathan Martins, quarterback, defensive back junior. 3, Mauricio Herrera, wide receiver, defensive back junior. 4, Ryan Dominguez, quarterback, defensive back junior. 6, Johnny Hernandez, wide receiver, defensive back sophomore. 7, Sebastian Curvin, wide receiver, linebacker senior. 8, Angel Cabrera, wide receiver, defensive back junior. 10, Josue Sigala, wide receiver, defensive back freshman. 11, Donovan Moreno, wide receiver, linebacker junior. 12, Hayden Boris, wide receiver, linebacker junior. 13, Kazik Herrera, wide receiver, defensive line senior. 14, Matt Hoff, running back, linebacker sophomore. 16, Brayton Butler, quarterback, defensive line sophomore. 20, Jermaine Flores, wide receiver, defensive back senior. 21, Daniel Sines, wide receiver, defensive back senior. 22, Noah Cantu, wide receiver, defensive back senior. 24, Evan Jenkins, offensive line, defensive line freshman. 50, Aaron Morales, offensive line, linebacker junior. 51, Jonathan Salinas, offensive line, defensive line senior. 52, Raymond Cortez, offensive line, defensive line junior. 53, Bailey Lovelady, offensive line, defensive line senior. 54, Alan Rodriguez, offensive line, defensive line senior. 55, Peyton Hart, offensive line, defensive line senior. 60, Evan Jenkins, offensive line, defensive line freshman. 64, Ivan Mora, offensive line, defensive line senior. 66, Ethan Whitworth, offensive line, defensive line junior. 67, Osmart Rodriguez, offensive line, defensive line junior. 72, Jake Villanueva, offensive line, defensive line sophomore. 74, Aiden Mendoza, offensive line, defensive line junior. 78, Camilio Espinoza, offensive line, defensive line senior. 81, Ramsey Martinez, wide receiver, defensive back senior. Your head coach is Jason Richards. Your associate head football coach is Aaron Simon. Offensive coordinators Chris Mosier. Defensive coordinators Daryl Davis. Special teams coordinators Stephen Butler, Jackson Lee, AJ Villanueva, Justin Reyna. Assistant coaches are as listed: Austin Ross, Brant Davis, Gentry Doolittle, Adrian Bustillos. The athletic trainer is Steven Seymour. Superintendent is Dr. R.L. Richards. The high school principal is Cindy Basier. We'll be right back for your kickoff. Muleshoe versus Brownfield. We'll be right back. You're listening to Channel 6 Muleshoe, MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back to Muleshoe versus Brownfield. Here's your kickoff. Aaron Morales to kick it away. Back to receive is going to be George Rivera for the Cubs. Muleshoe seeking to stay undefeated in this one. Brownfield looking to bounce back from the previous week. And here's your kickoff. It's going to go right into the hands of Venezuela, and he's going to get the outside edge. Correction, that was Bugsby on return. Good field position starting out for the Cubs. Temperature dropping drastically. It was about mid to upper 80s, and then clouds behind us, storms rolling in, winds blowing about kind of right to left, more towards us. It's blowing about 25 miles an hour-ish. May affect a little bit of the place on this game. Man in motion for the Cubs, and here we go. That's going to be a quick pass. That's going to be number 2, McPherson on the edge. Nowhere to go. That's going to be Josue Sigala on the tackle. Jesus Martinez, the quarterback for the Cubs. Got a trip set at the bottom of your screen. Muleshoe showing blitz. And they're going to try to pick that up. And nowhere to go on that one. False start penalty. Keys for the Cubs in this one is find a way to get the offense going. Get the ball downfield passing wise. Use Jesus Martinez, which actually has the most passing yards going to Max Preps for 3A Division I for state of Texas. Here we go. He's in trouble. He's brought down. That was Josue Sigala getting in the backfield along with number 74, Aiden Mendoza. That's going to bring up a third down and long for the Cubs. Brownfield needs to get to the Muleshoe 49, currently located at their own 26-yard line. Be third and a totally different zip code. Here we go. Muleshoe showing blitz. Martinez, blitz coming. He's got to get away. Goes deep. That wind may affect it. Intercepted. That's going to be number 3, Mauricio Herrera on the interception. Defense steps up. I tell you what, Daryl Davis got this defense dialed in so far this season. KCBD Assistant Coach of the Week, Defensive Coordinator Daryl Davis. Defense comes up with a turnover. It'll be 1st and 10 for the really dangerous Muleshoe offense. Martins and company coming out to the field. To the right of him is going to be Daniel Sines. 1st and 10 for the Mills. Here we go. Martins looking back, and he's going to heave it deep down to Martinez. What a catch by Ramsey Martinez. Pass is complete into Brownfield territory, down to the 21. Coach Richards yelling, let's go. Hurry up offense out on the field now. Coach not liking what he sees. Martin's giving signals and direction. 1st down, handoff, Signs up the middle, good blocks, drives his feet forward. It's going to be about a 3 to 4 yard gain. It's going to make it 2nd down and about 6 for Muleshoe. Keys for this Muleshoe offense is really just kind of keep doing what you're doing. You know, for defense, don't let anything get behind you on the pass, but the wind may be affecting that today. Really strong wind out here. Hand off to Signs, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 3rd down. Third down and 8. Third down and 8. Nathan looking over the middle, open. Ramsey Martinez, first down. Down to the 5. First and goal, and this is where you could see a little bit of RPO, maybe see what happens right down in here. You got Sebastian Curvin moving over to the left wing, and maybe hand off to Daniel Signs. Here we go, hand off. Daniel Signs up the middle, drives forward, down to the 1. Caden Wise on the tackle, and Brownfield subbing some players out. Here we go, second and goal at the 1. Handoff to Daniel Signs again, and he gets in. Touchdown. 1-yard run, Daniel Signs. 8:17 left in the first quarter. Muleshoe strikes first, 0-6 on their first possession of the game. Once again, wind blowing kind of strong. It's in the 20 mile an hour area, blowing kind of top to bottom ish on your screen. Here we go. Aaron Morales' kick is up and away and good. 7-0 is your score in this one. We'll be right back for your kickoff. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. Hello and welcome back. 1-yard run by Daniel Signs for the touchdown. Aaron Morales' kick is good. Makes it 0-7 with 8:17 left in the first quarter. Aaron Morales to kick it away. Back to receive is going to be George Rivera. And I think if you're Muleshoe, you would definitely like to kind of kick this one to back the end zone. And that maybe what happened. That kick goes way out there, lands in the end zone, out the back of the end zone. 1st and 10 for Brownfield, and they'll set up shop at the 25-yard line. Once again, keys for Brownfield in this one defensively is contain the run, and that did not go too good there. Offensively, you want to try to find your passing game and maybe even get the running game going just a little bit, find a balance of that. The Muleshoe defense really doing good containing and blitzing. You want to protect your quarterback. 1st and 10. Martinez looking out, and he's going to go deep. That pass is just outside the reach, the intended receiver, George Rivera. And there you see a little bit of effect of the wind. Without the wind, that ball was going to land probably right about the numbers, but ended up out of bounds. During pregame, we were watching passes getting thrown. The ball was just gradually turning up in the air, and shows how strong that wind is right now. Here we go, fumble. Ball's on the ground, and it is picked back up. It's going to be Carrillo on the carry, and nowhere to go with that one, but maybe a yard or two. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 8 for the Cubs. Here we go, Martinez looking over, play action, needs to get rid of it, and is caught one-handed. And that's going to be Carrillo on the catch. That's going to give a fresh set of downs for Brownfield. What a catch by Carrillo. He just slips across, kind of gets in the backfield, realizes he needs to scoot up just enough for the first down. That was a really good read by Carrillo. Man in motion for the Cubs. Here he goes. It's going to be a pitch, and he's going to get up the outside edge, force out of bounds. It's going to be Rivera on the carry. Little toss, jet sweep. Gets you a few yards on the play. They're going to say no gain on the play, so 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. Here we go. Handoff goes out to number 30. He's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Tackle for loss for the Muleshoe defense. That's going to be Stale on the carry. Third down and 12 for Brownfield. Here we go, Muleshoe stacking the box, pressing. Note the strong safety himself is pressed forward too. Here we go, Martinez's pass has an open receiver, it's just outside of his reach. The intended receiver, Austin Martinez. And here comes the punt crew. Here comes that wind again, wind blowing. Kind of top to bottom, a little bit more right to left. And that may affect this punt. And that punt's going to be end over end. Go to Quezada. Quezada's going to take it, and he's dangerous out in the open. He's going to get across midfield into Brownfield territory. And that's where the Mules will set up shop. Last series, Muleshoe came out. Big chunk play down the Ramsey Martinez. Got Muleshoe into Brownfield territory. Then another pass to Ramsey Martinez over the middle. Got Muleshoe inside the 5. And it was a couple runs by Daniel Signs that got you the score. The 7-0 at 5:56. This will be Muleshoe's second possession in this ball game. Martins and company out on the field. Here we go, sends a man in motion, and that's going to be a false start. And if you're Muleshoe, that's not how you want to start a series. 1st and 15 now for the Mules. Ryan Dominguez at the wing. Here we go. Martins looking over the middle. Ramsey Martinez caught. Ramsey Martinez gets on the outside edge. He escapes. Touchdown, Muleshoe. 45 yards to the house. Ramsey Martinez over the middle. Pass from Nathan Martins. 5:43, 13-0 is now your score. Kick it away is Aaron Morales. Here we go. Snap is a little high, but kick is going to be up and through the uprights. That makes your score 14-0. Oh, they're going to say no good. Just missed the upright. Makes it 13-0 in favor of your Mules. 5:43 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back for your kickoff. It's MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. Big pass over the middle, 48 yards to Ramsey Martinez. 0-13 is your score. 5:43 left in the first quarter. Aaron Morales to kick it away. This beautiful Friday night here in Brownfield, Texas. Kick is going to be up, end over end, and right into the hands of Rivera. And Rivera's going to take it himself, and he's going to be chased down. Gets up to the 25 and finally out of bounds. And there's going to be a flag on the play. And this is where Muleshoe, shooting themselves in the foot last week, had 3 penalties on kickoff. Muleshoe 3 penalties on kickoff last week. A lot of that due to just late hits out of bounds, and that hurts you if you're Muleshoe. You know, you want to really pin your opponent. That ball would have been at the 25 and will be placed at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cubs, the 44. This will be their 3rd possession of the game. Muleshoe showing blitz, and here it comes. It's going to be a handoff up the middle and nowhere to go for that one. That was number 33, Morin, on the carry.
Picks up 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Cubs.
Here we go, 2nd down and 7. Martinez looking, passes caught. They're going to say good. That's going to be Carrillo on the reception.
Third and 3 for the Cubs.
And the officials are going to take a timeout, injury timeout right here. I think Coach Richards might have called a timeout. And nope, it was just an official timeout to allow the player to get off the field. That was Aaron Morales. Got to the sideline on his own, and luckily that's hopefully good news that maybe he's just banged up just a little bit. Hopefully gets back out. He's such a key component to this Muleshoe defense. Here we go. It's going to be third down and a host of Mills on the tackle there.
Still on the carry.
Still's carry will be about a yard shy. It'll be 4th down and 1, and this is where Muleshoe needs to really make a statement right here in this one. Be strong up front. Here we go. Brownfield with the hurry up. Muleshoe not stacking the box. Only a few players in here. I think they're going to try drawing offsides. Ten seconds left on the play clock. Martinez, handoff up the middle. Nowhere to go. Stonewalled, and the Muleshoe's defense comes up big on that one. Turnover on downs. Stills carry, nowhere to go. So Muleshoe will now get a 1st and 10. And that Muleshoe defense showing up stout up front. And I tell you what, and this, just everyone all around on the defense, they hurry to the ball, but they don't over pursue. It's really good. The defense, middle linebackers do a really good job of finding the hole, where to fill in, and that defensive line does also a really good job of just causing so much disruption up front. It's hard to run in between the tackles against this Muleshoe team. Here we go, 1st and 10. Nathan Martins and company out on the field. This will be their 3rd possession. Martins, handoff, Signs. Good blocks on the outside. And Daniel Signs going to get to the outside edge, finally forced out of bounds. There'll be a big gain on the play. Makes it 2nd down and about 4 for Muleshoe. Signs to the left of Martins. Here we go. Martins, play action, out to Quezada. Quezada gets it, makes a Cub not miss. He almost got out there. It's good enough for the 1st down. Quezada tried shaking off a Cub there, and that got him the 1st down, not much more than that. So fresh set of downs for Muleshoe. 3:04 left in the 1st quarter. Clock is running. 0-13 your score in this one. Martins trips at the top of your screen. I'm sorry, not trips. Josue Segal with the carry. He's dangerous. Slips by 2 and only gets a few yards on the play. It's going to make it 2nd down and 8 for the Mills. Segala to the right of Martins. Bottom your screen, you have Mauricio Herrera and Yahir Quezada. Top of your screen, Ramsey Martinez. And should be number 7. So it'll be Sebastian Curvin. Here we go. No, I'm sorry. That was number 4 at the top of your screen. Pass to him. It's going to be Ryan Dominguez. It's going to be 3rd down and a few for the Mules. So here comes Sebastian Curvin in for Dominguez. So out there, now you have Ramsey Martinez, Mauricio Herrera, Yahir Quezada, and Sebastian Curvin. Here you go, handoff to number 10, Josue Segal, who drives forward. It's going to be right at about where that first yard mark is, and they're going to give it to him. First down. Fresh set of downs from the Sigala run, and here comes Daniel Saenz. 1:25 left in this first quarter. Muleshoe does lead 0-13. Here we go. Martin's looking. Play action. It's going to go. Ball is going to be in and out of the hands of Martins. And they're going to say incomplete. And that's what I thought, too. I thought that ball was moving in a forward motion in Martin's hands. So I was surprised when it wasn't blown dead immediately. Martins looks like he just lost a little bit of grip of the ball going in that forward motion. And man, oh man, he had Sebastian Curvin open over the middle on that one. Kazada in motion. Handoff is going to go to Daniel Saenz. He's going to get up the right side. Great blocking up front. 9-yard gain. They're going to mark him short than that. About an 8-yard gain makes it 3rd down and 2. About 40 seconds left in this first quarter. Here we go. Handoff Saenz again. Saenz outside edge. Open real estate. Aiming for the corner 10. 5. He's in. Touchdown, Muleshoe. Daniel Saenz, 25-yard run. And that was really good of Daniel Saenz. He was patient, saw the hole, got to the outside edge, used his wide receivers for blockers, and they did a great job on the outside, sealing their blocks, giving Daniel Saenz enough time to get to the outside edge. That was a great run by Daniel Saenz. Makes it 19-0. Attempting the extra point is going to be Mauricio Herrera, and his kick is going to be up. And it's good this time. Through the upright. 0-20 is your score with 26 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be right back for your kickoff. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. 25-yard run by Daniel Saenz. Good job on the offense. Blocking up front was terrific. Kick is good. Makes it 20-0. And Air Morales for your kick away. We'll go right into the hands of Martinez, and he's going to hit the outside edge, get past the 20, and is going to be finally tackled. Josue Segal on the tackle. He also had Kazik Herrera there, too. Help him out. Keeps the ball right about the 24, and this will be the worst starting position for the Cubs. They've started around the 40, 50-yard line past couple possessions, and Muleshoe's defense only allowing them to get up to about the 45-yard line of Muleshoe. Here we go. Martinez looking out to number 7. It's going to be caught. It's going to be Carrillo, but Noah Kentu on the tackle. Pick up a 5 makes it 2nd down and 5 for the Brownfield Cubs. And that's the end of the first quarter. Muleshoe on top, 0-20 in this one. We'll be right back as we flip sides. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com.
Gil Lamb Advertising, MuleshoeTV.com, coverage of the Muleshoe Mules football, brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Independent School District, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Shipman's Body Shop and Autoplex, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Mohawk Auto Parts, WTG Fuels, Edward Jones and Stephen Dement, McDonald's Restaurant, and McCormick Seeds, along with 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications.
Welcome back to Muleshoe versus Brownfield. This will be the start of the second quarter. 0-20 is your score in favor of your Mules. This will be a 2nd down and 5 for the Cubs, and they're going to go over the middle. That ball is intercepted. That's another interception for Muleshoe. Johnny Hernandez. And Muleshoe with the short field will now get the ball, 1st and 10. Muleshoe, after that turnover, will set up shop at the Cub 37-yard line and hand off to Daniel Sines. Good blocking on the outside edge. Sines is going to get maybe a yard on the play. And that's kind of where you wish he had that one back. Daniel Sines cutting the edge, and if he would have just been there a split second faster, cut up field, he had a really big open spot. Good run on the play, 2nd down and 9 for the Mules. Martins. High snap looking. Cazada, little screen. Good blocks on the outside edge, and Cazada's going to try to flip around, but nowhere to go on that one. George Rivera on the tackle. That was a really good block by Sebastian Curvin on the outside edge. Really sealed, was able to get the yards in. Makes it 3rd down and 2 for the Mules. Curvin and Sines in the backfield, right to left as is, in between Martins. And handoff's going to go to Curvin, and he's big. He's going to get around the outside edge. It's almost brought down, and he's just going to put his shoulder down and roll for 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the Mules. Clock will continue to run. 10:25 left in the second quarter. Can't see it, but a nice view behind us. A little lightning storm that's out towards the New Mexico border. Far away from where we are. Looking at the forecast, it's about 9 o'clock is when these storms are going to roll in. That's about 4th quarter, late 4th quarter. Martin's looking, and he has nothing. He's going to have to get on the outside edge, and the ball is out. And there's going to be a flag thrown. That flag was thrown right about where Nathan Martins was taken down, and I wonder if there's a face mask call. Personal foul, roughing the passer. But it's going to be... Oh, it's against Muleshoe. It's intentional grounding. I'm sorry. Correction on that one. It's going to be a loss of down. So it'll be 2nd down and 20 for Muleshoe. Wind is blowing in their face, and this actually might affect the pass game for Muleshoe. Here we go. Nathan Martin's in trouble, and he's going to have to either get rid of it or take off with it, and he's just going to take off with it. Gets out of bounds, gets upfield about 6 yards. 2nd down, or 3rd down and 14 for Muleshoe. Wind not as aggressive as what it was, but now with the flip of the field, I think we see the passing troubles for Brownfield now may become the passing troubles for Muleshoe. Signs to the right of Martins. Here we go. And Nathan looking over the middle. That pass is caught and complete to Sebastian Curvin. In between the yard markers, makes it 4th down and about 5. Big 4th down and 5 for the Muleshoe Mules as they look to kind of continue.
Make some noise for that defense.
Brownfield fans on their feet on this one. Nathan Martin's rolling out, and that pass going to be caught. Y'all hear Kazada, first down, Muleshoe, right at about the 10. And that was a good play design right there. Really good job. Kind of spreads out the safeties and middle linebackers, and the rollout gives Nathan a chance to either run with it or pass, and I think that's what the Brownfield defense was worried about, is containing Nathan Martins, and it allowed Kazada to get open, and just a nice little pass, little 7-yard pass gets you your first down. Fresh set of downs from Muleshoe. First and goal. Handoff to Daniel Sines. Open field on the right side. Down to the 5. Gets the edge. Touchdown. Holding call. This will be coming back.
Penalties against the Mules.
And that was a good job by the Muleshoe receiver, sealing his block, but did it just a tad too long there and ended up holding. And if you're Muleshoe, that's, oh man, it's definitely not what you want. It's first and goal at the 10. That'll be first and goal at the 15. Here we go, first and goal at the 15. A little bit of a high snap, and Martins is in trouble. He's just going to take off with it himself. He has speed. He's getting the outside edge. Puts down his shoulder. Drives in. Touchdown, Muleshoe. I was waiting for the call, and Martins put down his shoulder, and he dove right in. A 15-yard run. Had nowhere to go on that one. It was a good read. Just take it, tuck it himself, and get into the end zone. 7:25 left in the second quarter. 26-0 is your score. Herrera to attempt the extra point. Wind is in his face, and the kick is up, and it is no good. Keeps the score 26-0 with 7:25 left. 15-yard run, Nathan Martins. We'll be right back. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. 0-26 is your score. Your Muleshoe Mules on top. It's a 15-yard run by Nathan Martins, getting into the right front pylon for that score. Wind is picking back up. Storms are behind us, kind of back towards the west, and that ball's going to go right to the Brownfield Cub, and he's going to get the outside edge. Was finally tackled right at about the 30. That was going to be Clyde Larry on the return.
For the Cubs.
Once again, wind is aggressive right now, blowing back. It was calm there for a little bit. Now it's back again. It is now turned to more of a east to west wind, which would be top to bottom on your screen towards this storm that's behind us. Storm is still a full distance away, about an hour and a half out from where Brownfield is located. First and 10 for the Cubs, and Martinez is going to hand it off, and nowhere to go. Stonewalled right at the line of scrimmage. That's Stell on the carry.
Pickup of 1. 2nd and 8 for the Cubs.
It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9 for the Cubs. Rivera at quarterback, rolling out, in trouble. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. That's going to be caught by Carrillo. It's not enough for the first down, but it gets the Cubs close enough. We'll make it a 3rd down and about 3. It'll be about 3rd and 2, a very long 2 for the Cubs. Here we go, Martinez looking out. Open is Carrillo, and slips away. Carrillo gets to the outside edge and finally forced out of bounds into Muleshoe territory. That's going to be a Brownfield first down. George Rivera at quarterback. 5:50 and counting down on this one. Here we go. Low snap. Rivera looking. Heaves it deep. And that ball's going to be batted away. So Mauricio Herrera. Pass intended for Bugsby. Stops the clock at 5:41. Muleshoe leads 0-26. Rivera looking to his right. He's going to try it again. Goes deep again. Has a little bit of space. That's caught. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Cubs. Jaden Gonzalez responds to the Muleshoe touchdown. 26-6 is your score. And can't be too mad if you're Muleshoe. I mean, you let a big play get behind you, but you went 5 quarters of scoreless football for allowing a score in this game. And Garcia's kick is going to be up and through the uprights. 26-7 is your score. 5:32 left in the second quarter. Muleshoe does lead, and there's a flag on the play. And it's going to be a false start on Brownfield. And Garcia is going to retry the kick. Here you go. Snap is down. Kick is up, and it is still good through the uprights. 7-26, 5:32 left in the second quarter. We'll be right back for your kickoff. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. Big touchdown catch by Jaden Gonzalez. Pass from George Rivera. Gives us a score of 26-7. Your Muleshoe Mules still leading in this one. Ends the defense from shutting out Brownfield in this one so far. Second quarter, 5:32 left in this first half of football. And kick is going to be end over end. That's going to go into the hands of, can't get a number. That's going to be number 6, Johnny Hernandez. First and 10 for Muleshoe. Muleshoe getting it done kind of on the ground and through the air. Kind of hard to pass the ball. The wind's kind of more in your face if you're going the way that Muleshoe is going. Ball's a little bit to your back if you're going the direction Brownfield's going. Muleshoe having success in the first quarter, kind of struggling to pass the ball in the second quarter due to this wind. High snap. Josue Sigala tackled in the back. No, he escaped. And Josue Sigala is finally going to be brought down. They're just going to blow the play dead. Forward progress takes him back. That's going to be the first big tackle for loss I've seen. There's Muleshoe team in a hot second on the running game. Now Brownfield punching Muleshoe in the mouth on that big touchdown and kind of gave this team a spark. 4:50 left in this second quarter. Muleshoe will receive the ball to start the second half. A little bit of a pistol formation for Muleshoe. And Martin's looking. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's just going to take it himself. And he's going to have a no gain on the play. Maybe a gain of 1, maybe 2. It's going to make it third down and about 17 for the Muleshoe Mules. And if you're Muleshoe, you definitely want to try to get as close as you can to a yardstick or a first down. Watch Sebastian Curvin in that slot position at the bottom of your screen. Solo receiver. And timeout Muleshoe. 4 minutes exactly left in the second quarter. 26-7 your score. We'll be right back after this timeout break. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back after that timeout break. Muleshoe versus Brownfield. Nathan Martin's the company out on the field. 3rd and very long outside the sticks is where they're located, about 3rd and 17. And Martin's looking, wins against them. He passes over the middle, caught. That's number 7, Sebastian Curvin. And that takes you in between the sticks. I think your coach, you have confidence in your offense and you go for it right here. Ball's going to be located about midfield. It's going to make it 4th down and be 4th down and 4 for the Muleshoe Mules. Here comes a blitz from Brownfield, and that ball's going to be in and out of hands of Yahir Kazada. And now the Muleshoe's offense sputters out there. Be the first possession in this game that Muleshoe had, and they go scoreless in that one. 3:21 left in the second quarter, and Brownfield take over in Muleshoe territory at the Muleshoe 48. First and 10 for the Cubs. Rivera, handoff to number 2, and he's going to get up the outside edge. That's McPherson. It's a gain of about 5. And this Muleshoe defense needs to come up with something, find this spark back on this team. That momentum has definitely shifted towards Brownfield. Here we go. Rivera rolling out to his right, and he's going to pass deep. And that ball is caught. That's going to be out to number 7, Carrillo. And now Brownfield responding down to about the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Cubs. Here we go. This number handoff to McPherson. He's going to maybe gain a yard on the play. Makes it 2nd and goal for the Cubs. And Muleshoe's no stranger to having their backs against the wall in the end zone. Here we go. Rivera looking, gets it out. And that ball is almost intercepted. So Carrillo's the intended receiver, no good on that one. Make it 3rd and goal for the Cubs, and Muleshoe's defense tough and stout up front. Here we go, and that's going to be a pass deep in the end zone. That's caught. Touchdown, open in the back. That's going to be Carrillo. Carrillo doing it on this series for the Cubs. 26-13, 1:56 left in the second quarter. Garcia to attempt the extra point.
Garcia on for the Cubs to attempt the point after.
There you go, snap and slow kick is going to be up and through the uprights. 14-26 is your score in this one. 1:56 left in the second quarter. Muleshoe still leads. We'll be right back for your kickoff. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. 1:56 left in the second quarter. 26-14 is your score. Muleshoe still leads in this one, but 2 unanswered scores so far by the Brownfield Cubs. And kick is going to be end over end, up and away. And
Garcia's kickoff goes into the end zone.
Garcia's kick going into the end zone.
1st and 10 for the Mules from the
We'll set up a 1st and 10 for the Mules, the 25-yard line. And Muleshoe's offense needing a spark in this one. A little bit of adversity the team is facing right now, as both offense, defense, special teams kind of just look a little deflated in this one so far. Going up 26-0 to start the second quarter and has not scored. Here we go. Handoff's going to go to Daniel Sines up the middle, and he's going to push forward. Brownfield being physical up front on the defensive side. And winning this game may have to be won in the trenches. Storm may be rolling in. Wind is blowing in the face of Martins. Strong wind, about 20 to 25 miles an hour. Definitely affects the throwing game. Here we go. That's going to be Sebastian Curvin. Ball is out. And I think that's Brownfield's ball.
Cade Wise on the tackle, fumble on the play.
And that was a recovery by 55 from Muleshoe. So it'll still be Muleshoe's ball. And a timeout is going to be called as they take one, so will we. 1:14 left in the second quarter. 26-14 just score in favor of Muleshoe. We'll be right back. Welcome back after that timeout break. 3rd down and 9 for Muleshoe. And this Brownfield defense stepping up. Here we go, Muleshoe looking over the middle. And it's going to be Nathan Martins in trouble. He's going to be shoelace tackled in the backfield. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Brownfield with 3 timeouts left, letting the clock run. I think they finally call a timeout. So clock will stop at 59 seconds. 4th down for Muleshoe. We'll be right back after this timeout break. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. 1:06 left in the second quarter. They added some time back on the clock. And wind is blowing a little violently in the face of the Mule offense. And punting it away will be Muleshoe. And his punt will need to go end over end, needs to stay low. That's going to go past Carrillo and down to about the 30. And 55 seconds will be what's left in this first half of play. Muleshoe looking to stop the bleeding. 26-14, 14 points for the Cubs and unanswered, might I add, in this one. First quarter, Muleshoe went up 26-0, swapping sides, and I don't like coming up with excuses, but definitely the wind playing a factor into this Muleshoe offense. Wind is at the back of the Cub offense in the face of the defense of Muleshoe, and this may have been the woes for Brownfield in the first quarter, and they're fine. They're stretching this one. Here we go. And coming around the backside, Brownfield's quarterback escapes. That's Rivera. Running out of bounds, makes it 49 seconds left in this first half of football. Make it 2nd down and 2 for the Cubs. Rivera, handoff, McPherson. McPherson's getting to the outside edge and nowhere to go on that one. Tackle by 22, Noah Cantu. It's going to be a tackle for loss. Will make it 3rd down and about 3 for the Cubs. Yeah, 3rd down and long 3. Here we go. And Rivera in trouble. He's going to have to get away. And is going to get up the edge and force out of bounds. And there's going to be a flag. And there's going to be a flag on the play. I think that's going to be holding on the Cubs. It's going to be a blindside block. So 15 seconds left in this first half of play, 26-14, and Muleshoe definitely, earlier after that last series that Brownfield had, coach on the sideline just telling his kids, come on, let's go. We gotta shape up or they're going to catch up, and we need to continue to do what we have done this season. And boy, it's showing right here. The Muleshoe defense definitely stepping up. Prevent is what the defense is in, and handoff to Gage McPherson, and nowhere to go on that one, but maybe a yard or two will make it 4th down, and I think we'll let this one go to halftime. 26-14, Muleshoe leads and took the momentum back. We'll see what happens at the start of the second half of Muleshoe versus Brownfield. We'll be right back. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com.
Gil Lamb Advertising, MuleshoeTV.com, coverage of the Muleshoe Mules football, brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Independent School District, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Shipman's Body Shop and Autoplex, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Mohawk Auto Parts, WTG Fuels, Edward Jones and Stephen Dement, McDonald's Restaurant, and McCormick Seeds, along with 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. Gil Lamb Advertising, MuleshoeTV.com, coverage of the Muleshoe Mules football, brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Independent School District, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Shipman's Body Shop and Autoplex, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Mohawk Auto Parts, WTG Fuels, Edward Jones and Stephen Dement, McDonald's Restaurant, and McCormick Seeds, along with 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications.
Welcome back to the second half of Muleshoe versus Brownfield. Muleshoe up 26-0 going into the end of the first quarter, and Brownfield scoring 14 unanswered points. So definitely looking for an answer here. It's the Muleshoe offense. Wind violently blowing the back of Muleshoe now in the face of Brownfield. Second quarter, it was kind of all about the wind taking the place it did not need to go. And here we go. Muleshoe's going to take it. That's going to be number 6 who's going to get up to about the 37, 38-yard line. It's Johnny Hernandez. Muleshoe offense first quarter was going this direction, and there's a down mill. And we will take a timeout also. We'll be right back. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back after that injury timeout. Muleshoe first quarter started this direction, did terrific, and Brownfield did not score any points. And flip sides, it was the exact opposite. Muleshoe couldn't score, Brownfield did. First play is going to be a catch, Ramsey Martinez. Going to be a little 2-yard pass. Wind is blowing to the back of Nathan Martins and company out on the field, and I could see Nathan heaving it deep, maybe. We'll see what happens. First or second down and 8 for Muleshoe. Handoff, signs up the middle, has an open spot, first down, gets up the edge, and is finally going to be forced out of bounds. Across midfield to the 50. It's a fresh set of downs for your Muleshoe Mules. Update on the storm, kind of blowing in. It's now about 30 miles away from Brownfield, maybe a little bit more than that. But the wind is violently blowing at the back of the Muleshoe offense. Here we go. Pass is going to be complete. That's Quezada. Quezada gets to the outside edge and finds an open seam up the middle, protects the ball, gets down to the 40. We'll mark him at the 39-yard line. It's going to be a second down and 2 for the Mules. Muleshoe offense sputtering out to end the first half, and defense showed up. And Muleshoe offense looking to get on the board after a scoreless quarter, and Daniel Signs on the outside edge. He has speed getting downfield. First and 10 for Muleshoe, fresh set of downs. Signs to the left of Martins. Brownfield not really pressed up. Everyone kind of stacked in the box, and it's kind of where Daniel Signs is doing the work. He's been getting on to the outside. Sebastian Curvin in motion, handoff to Signs again. Big hole, and he's going to force his way forward. That's a gain of a few. Gain of a few makes it second down and about 8 for Muleshoe. 10 minutes approaching left in the third quarter. Muleshoe does lead 26-14. Here we go. Handoff to Josue Segal, and he's fast. He's going to get on the outside edge. Makes a few Cubs miss. Gets down to inside the 5. And they're going to actually mark him out of bounds at 7. Muleshoe first down. First and goal at the 7. And the Muleshoe offense is rolling down the field is what they're doing. It'd be first and goal. They're going to set up shop on the left hash mark. Open field to the right. And here we go. Handoff to Josue Segan. He's fast. He's going to just catch the corner. Cuts it up. Touchdown, Muleshoe. And that kid is fast. And when I said open field to the right, I think everyone knew that's where it was going. Josue Segala. It's going to be about a 7-yard run for the Muleshoe touchdown. Makes the score 32-14 in favor of your Mules. And I think they'll go for 2 here. Wind's a little out of control. Really hard to kick when the wind is like this. So 2-point conversion. Here we go. Nathan looking. And Nathan is going to be in trouble. And he just rolls out. He's going to escape. And he has blockers out in front of him. And it's caught. Sebastian Curvin for the 2-point conversion. Nathan Martins dancing around in the backfield makes it 34-14 in favor of your Mules. 9:36 left in the third quarter. We'll be right back for your kickoff. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. Bugsby back to receive for Brownfield. Sebastian Curvin to kick it away. 7-yard run by Josue Segan. 2-point conversion good. A pass from Nathan Martins to Sebastian Curvin makes it 34-14 with 9:36 left in the third quarter. And that ball is going to be fastened away, and Brownfield's going to touch it. Goes off of the Brownfield player, and ooh, that's not good news for the Brownfield offense. Pins them down at the 10. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Brownfield 10-yard line, and that's where the Cubs will set up shop. And I think Muleshoe finally a fire on the offense and defense on their last series, left with a pretty good feel also, hoping to carry that over into the second half of football. So 1st and 10 for Brownfield. Rivera, quarterback, sends a man in motion, and that's going to be a false start. And that will now move Brownfield inside the 10 to about the 5. And 1st and 15 for the Cubs, and they are in trouble. They are backed up, and throwing into the wind is going to be hard, and I think you're going to get the ball away quick because Muleshoe is going to press right here, looking for a sack, tackle for loss, something. Here we go, and there it comes, and that pass is going to be caught. That's going to be Carrillo on the catch, and he's finally going to be taken down. So it'll be 21 Daniel Signs on the tackle. And there's a gain of 1 on the play, makes it 2nd down and 14 for the Cubs. Rivera, the quarterback, McPherson to his right. And here we go, wide stance by the offensive line, and you're going to have to get rid of it. And that ball is batted away. That was Daniel Signs banging it away, and kind of had a shot at it. Rivera was in trouble. The wide stance on the offensive line, allowing a huge gap for the Muleshoe defensive line just to break through. Makes it 3rd and 14 for the Cubs. Third and 14, man in motion, and it's going to be a keeper by Rivera, and he's going to get up to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 4th down, punting it into the wind is what the Cubs will do, and you're going to have to line drive this backed up at your own 6-yard line. Try to hope you get it past the 50 if you're the Cubs. If you're Muleshoe, Quezada's in the back, and you kind of hope that line drive kind of comes right into your hands, gives you some space to work with, and Quezada works really well in space. He can make a lot of things happen. Here comes low snaps in the ground, in the dirt, and they're going to have to rally him. He's going to get a first down. So that's a fresh set of downs for Brownfield. Backed up inside their own goal line and turned a mistake into gold. 1st and 10 for Brownfield. Now the Muleshoe defense needs to really kind of step up right here. Here we go. Rivera looking out. Pass is caught. That's Carrillo. Carrillo is going to be tackled by Noah Cantu. Gain of about 3 makes it 2nd down and 7 for the Cubs. 7:50 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Cubs do trail 34-14. Here we go. Rivera on the outside edge is going to catch the edge. It's finally forced out of bounds by Josue Sigala. That's going to be good enough for a Brownfield first down. The outside edge on Muleshoe just got too far inside, and it left the wide open, broken containment at the bottom of your screen, and that's where what you don't want to happen. Here we go. Rivera over the middle. That's going to be, in and out of the hands of Noah Cantu, almost intercepted. Pass was intended for Carrillo. Clock stops at 7:25. We'll make it 2nd down and 10 for the Cubs. Here we go, 2nd down and 10. Rivera looking. He is in trouble. He's needing to get away. Passes it dangerously deep, and that's out of bounds.
Rivera's pass to Jake Gonzalez, incomplete. 3rd and 10 for the Cubs.
Makes it 3rd down and 10 for the Cubs. Wind picking up once again. It is now a lot stronger. So here comes a big old dust cloud and injury timeout. 7:17 left in the 3rd quarter, 34-14. We'll be right back. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. All right, welcome back. 3rd down, and going to have to get rid of it is Rivera, and no good. Makes it 4th down. Saul's the intended receiver, and Brownfield will punt it away. Muleshoe looking to not over-contain. This will be the 2nd attempt at a punt on this series for Brownfield. They were backed up in their own end zone and were able to get a first down on it's kind of a mistake. Ball rolled on the ground from the snap, and they were able to complete that. Wind is going to take effect in this punt, and Muleshoe will start at their own 43-yard line. A little bit of a different team coming out to start this second half. Muleshoe of a lackluster offense and defense in the second quarter, and did not look like the Muleshoe team that we have seen all year. And a little adversity, and they go in the locker room, kind of get a little comfort in and figure it out, and now come out and take care of business. And that's exactly how they've looked so far in this second half of football. So 1st and 10 for Muleshoe. Martins. Handoff, no play action, and he's going to roll out to his right. He's just going to get the pass out to Ramsey Martinez, and there's going to be a flag. Flag's going to be a little bit downfield, and don't know if that's in the area of holding or pass interference, and it's going to be a block in the back by Muleshoe. Man, oh man, first play, the second drive of the second half. And you have a really, really big penalty that's going to take you back to 1st and 20. Oh, 1st and 20 for the Mules. Oh, 1st and 25, actually. Wow. So 1st and 25, Muleshoe has a huge distance to go, and Daniel Signs may get a good chunk of that back right here. Gets up to the edge, gets out to the 40. And is finally taken out at about the 42. So Daniel Signs gets Muleshoe close to the sticks, but still outside looking in. Make it a 2nd down and 11. And it's a lot manageable than 1st and 25, and you'd hope nothing worse than that. Be like a 2nd down and really long also, but Daniel Signs' run makes it manageable. 2nd and 11. Here we go. Pass out to Quezada. Quezada gets out to the edge and gets in between the sticks, and they'll make it 3rd down and about 7 for the Mules. Clock will continue to run. 6:20 and counting down in the third quarter. Muleshoe does lead 34-14. Two backs in the backfield. Sebastian Curvin to the right. Daniel Signs to the left. Brownfield showing blitz, and here it comes. It's a handoff to Daniel Signs. Daniel Signs turns on the jet, gets the 1st down. Rolls past the 40 down to the 36, 37 yard line. 1st and 10, first set of downs for the Mules. Oh, man, great blocking up front. Sebastian Curvin seals a block, gives it enough time for Daniel Signs to just cut up and roll downhill, and that's exactly what he's good at. The dangerous Josue Cigales to the right of Nathan Martins. 1st and 10 for Muleshoe. Here we go. Handoff Cigales. Cigales hit in the backfield. Disguise blitz comes in. That's a tackle for loss for the Cubs. My, oh my. Big tackle for loss makes it 2nd down and 13 for the Muleshoe Mules. And once you're kind of down here, it turns into 4-down territory. So outside the 6 looking in, Martins handoff, Cigala. Cigala cuts it up, and he's dangerous. Here he goes. And he's going to get close to that 1st down marker, but not quite there, a few yards shy. Makes it 3rd down and 2. Cigala to the left of Martins. Here we go. Brownfield fans are on their feet cheering on their Cubs. 3rd down, handoff, Cigala. Cigala up the middle, cuts it back. Miss, another miss. And finally is going to be brought down at about the 15. Clock will continue to run. 3:50 and counting down left in the third quarter. Muleshoe now inside the 20, really inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Fresh set of downs. Here we go. High snap. Nathan rolling out. Passes to Sebastian Curvin. Sebastian Curvin cuts it up and dives. Touchdown, Muleshoe, 3:27. That's a 15-yard pass from Martins to Sebastian Curvin, and Sebastian Curvin does it all by himself. Muleshoe will come out for a 2-point attempt. Makes the score 40-14 in the third quarter. Man, oh man, really, really good patience by Nathan Martins, letting that develop. Sebastian Curvin was there. Here we go, 2-point conversion. Nathan Martins is going to take it in himself. Drives through a Brownfield Cub for a complete 2-point conversion. 42-14, your score in this one. We'll be right back for your kickoff. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back. 42-14, 3:23 left in the third quarter. Muleshoe goes down and scores. There's a 15-yard pass from Martins to Sebastian Curvin. Curvin takes it in himself. 2-point conversion good. Martins took that in himself. And the kick's going to be high and away. And that's going to go right into the hands of number 8. He's going to get around the edge, slips by a couple of tackles, and he's going to be hit at about midfield. That's Busby.
For the Cubs. Ball first and 10 from 47-yard line.
First and 10 at the 47. Cubs almost a 3 and out on the last series they had. It was a low snap, fumbled in the end zone. They took it for a first down and went 3 plays and punted away on that next set of fresh downs, and they look to answer. The Muleshoe Mules now trailing 42-14. Here we go. In trouble, needs to get it away. Pass is going to be caught. That's Carrillo, and that's back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Man, Rivera was in trouble. Aiden Mendoza on the edge, escaping his block, and he's not a slow defensive lineman. That kid is fast. If he gets a hold of you, it's hard to escape. Here we go, blitz coming, passing it, and that ball's going to be caught. That's McPherson on the wheel route, finding an open spot, and a on-the-dime throw by George Rivera. First down into Muleshoe territory. The Brownfield Cubs go. 2:32 left in the third quarter. Clock will continue to run. Here we go. Rivera in trouble, needs to get rid of it, and goes deep, and is going to be a flag for a pass interference. Busby was the intended receiver, and looked like Quezada just couldn't get turned around on that one. Man, oh man, and these are mistakes by the Muleshoe defense. Gives Brownfield a fresh set of downs, and Brownfield knocking on the door at the 21-yard line. Here we go. Rivera looking over the middle, and that ball's going to be intercepted. Josue Sigala. Wow, and that is the third interception for the Muleshoe defense. It'll be a fresh set of downs for Muleshoe. Muleshoe will be located at the 25-yard line. Or I'm sorry, be at the 20.
First and 10 for the Mules.
Wind's blowing so bad, you know, it's blowing more towards our direction. You can hear Coach Jason Richards on the sideline yelling, "Let's go, let's go. This is our game." You can hear him yelling. That's how bad the wind is tonight. It's just voices are carrying this far this way. Wind's still picking up. Lightning storm behind us, just inching its way forward into Brownfield. Last time I looked, and that's going to be a false start. Last time we looked about maybe 5 minutes ago, it was inside of Terry County near Plains, and the lightning is now rain-wrapped. And it makes you think, going into the fourth quarter, will the game get delayed or postponed? You know, we'll figure out what may happen. Muleshoe looking to handle business right here on this drive. Martin's handoff to Signs, and Signs is going to take it. He's going to drive forward. That's 5 yards on a gain. Takes it back in between the sticks, so he gain of 6. Second down and 9. That's a true Daniel Signs run on that play. Daniel Signs, powerful, just drives his feet forward and does a really, really great job just creating extra yards after contact. Martins, Signs to the right of Martins. Here we go. Martin's looking back, and that's going to be out to Yahir Quezada. That's Mauricio Herrera, and passes incomplete, stops the clock at 1:29. Now it's a third down. This is big trouble for Muleshoe if you get fourth down this deep into Brownfield territory, or really your own territory, my apologies. And the wind is now changed directions to the back of the Muleshoe offense. Looking at the flags out here, Martin's looking, and he's going to go. And that ball is intercepted, thrown into double coverage, and you're going to have to get him down. And they do. That's going to be Salias with the interception. And that is a rare interception, and Nathan Martins threw a bullet into double coverage, and coach on the sideline asking Martins what happened, you know. Hey, that's going to be a fresh set of downs for Brownfield, and that's what Brownfield needed. Momentum shifts into Brownfield's favor. Rivera sends McPherson out in motion, looking that way. That ball's going to be thrown up in the air and batted away. It's going to be Ramsey Martinez on the bat away. And there's going to be an injured player. And as they take a timeout, so will we. 1:08 left in the third quarter, 42-14. We'll be right back. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. Welcome back after that injury timeout. 1:08 left in the third quarter, 42-14. The Cubs knocking on the door, looking to get a score. Rivera looking, and he's going to heave it deep into double coverage, and that ball is batted away by Josue Sigala, and he almost got up there for an interception. That's going to make it a 3rd and 10 for the Cubs. All right, keys for Muleshoe. Contain the quarterback, get pressure on him, and definitely watch for McPherson on the wheel route. And there goes McPherson on the wheel route, and it's going to be a pass. And that ball's going to be up and caught. Touchdown. That's going to be Bugsby going up high for Brownfield, makes it 42-20. Still in favor of your Mills, but 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Garcia to attempt the point after. And here we go. Kick is going to be up and through the uprights. 21-42. Muleshoe still leads in this one. We'll be right back for your kickoff. You're listening to Channel 6 Muleshoe. Welcome back. That was a third down throw from Rivera. About 15-yard touchdown pass to Bugsby in the back of the end zone. What a catch by the Brownfield Cub. Makes it 21-42. Your Mules still on top. Garcia to kick this away, and I think he may try to just get it out there. That's going to be received by Muleshoe. It's Johnny Hernandez. Johnny Hernandez has speed. He's going to get to the outside edge. Finally tackled from behind, but across midfield down to the 45. Great starting position. Johnny Hernandez gave the Muleshoe Mules right there. What a return for the Mules. First and 10 for Muleshoe at the 45-yard line. It's another young kid that has speed. Johnny Hernandez, a sophomore, kind of right next in the area. Matt Hoff and Josue Sigala, who's a freshman. Muleshoe, a lot of young kids in the skill positions that are really fast and really talented. Here we go. First set, Josue Sigala cuts up and is finally brought down. Not before he gets about a gain of 5. Brings up second down and 5 for Muleshoe, and they're just going to take this one to the end of the quarter. And it looks like they're just going to flip sides. Muleshoe with the ball, 42-21, the end of the third quarter. We'll be right back. We're going to flip sides. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com.
Gil Lamb Advertising, MuleshoeTV.com, coverage of the Muleshoe Mules football, brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Independent School District, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Shipman's Body Shop and Autoplex, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Mohawk Auto Parts, WTG Fuels, Edward Jones and Stephen Dement, McDonald's Restaurant, and McCormick Seeds, along with 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. Second down, a carry by Josue Sigala goes up, and he's going to be about a yard shy, 2 yards shy of the first down, and thought he lunged forward a little bit more than that. Will make it a third down and about 2 for Muleshoe. And oh man, now Muleshoe going the direction. Last time Muleshoe was going this direction, struggled on offense. No points scored in the second quarter. Here we go. Handoff to Sigala. Sigala's going to get to the outside edge, and he'll get the first down and forced out of bounds. He gets a few extra yards.
So it'll be good for a Muleshoe first down. So fresh set of downs for Muleshoe. Wind blowing into the face of the Muleshoe offense now. So we did flip sides. Fourth quarter. Here we go. Handoff. Daniel Signs. Lots of room. He's going to get to the outside edge. Cuts it up. Down to the 20. Makes a man miss. Is finally brought down inside the 15. They're going to mark him at about the 13-yard line. That's going to be a first down for Muleshoe inside the red zone. And man, oh man, great run by Daniel Signs. And it looks like there might be two people in the backfield on this next play. It looks like Signs and Sebastian Curvin. And you could either hand it off to Sebastian Curvin or Daniel Signs. Both really, really strong runners. When they get rolling downhill, it's really hard to stop them. Here we go. Hand off to Sebastian. Sebastian finds the hole. Down past the 10 to the 5. And that's just Muleshoe on the run game. Sebastian Curvin and Daniel Signs really good running downhill, and also really good blockers. Block for each other. Still in the backfield, same thing, except Sebastian's to the left and Josue Sigala's to the right. It's going to be a second down and about 2 for Muleshoe. Under 10 minutes left in this ball game. Muleshoe does lead 42-21, and hand off to Sigala. Sigala's going to catch the corner. First down. Dives. Is he in? Touchdown, Muleshoe. 5-yard run. Josue Sigala cutting it up to the pylon. He went. 48-21 is your score in this one. Muleshoe still on top. And Muleshoe offense will go for 2 on this one. Oh, no, they're going to try to kick it into the wind. And this wind is blowing. It's going to be Mauricio Herrera to kick it. This wind is blowing really hard into the face of Muleshoe. And that cuts through the wind. No good. Just left. 48-21 is what the score will stay. 9:38 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back for your kickoff. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. 9:38 left in the fourth quarter. 48-21 is your score. Muleshoe leading. That was a 5-yard Josue Sigala run. And kicking into the wind is going to be Muleshoe. That ball's going to land at about the 35. And the Cubs will now take it. Ball came out. And I will say he's down. Just rolled and got up to about the 35. They're going to mark him probably right at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cubs.
1st and 10 for the Cubs from their own 35-yard line.
Brownfield looking for a score. They scored on their last drive. Got an interception, put them at about the short field 20-yard line. They were able to get the job done there, take advantage of the turnover. And here we go. That is going to be a big hit. Noah Cantu coming through. Pass incomplete.
There's a pass intended for Austin Martinez. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Cubs.
Here you go. Brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Cubs. Rivera dropping back in trouble, heaving it deep. And that's going to be almost caught with one hand. That was number 8, Busby. Oh my goodness, I thought he came away with that one. If you're Muleshoe's defense, you have to remember that the wind is at the back of the Cub offense. And these wide receivers coaches know that. These wide receivers, they're going to let them run free downfield, and they're going to let Rivera, who has a really strong arm, just get it downfield. And they're going to look to go to that again. Here we go. And Rivera in trouble. He's going to be sacked from behind. That's going to be Aiden Mendoza. Call his name a couple of times the past several games. Makes it a 4th and 10 for the Cubs. And the Cubs are going to go for it. 8:40 left in the ball game. Clock is counting down. Here we go, 4th down. Here comes Muleshoe. Rivera rolling out to the right. Rivera looking, passing, tipped. Turnover on downs. And oh man, Rivera rolled out to his right. He had 2 receivers there. They were covered up good, and ball was tipped up in the air, almost into the hands of a couple Mules a little bit further down the field. Turnover on downs gives Muleshoe the ball at the Brownfield 35. So not the best situation to be in if you're Brownfield. It's a great situation to be in if you're Muleshoe. Try not to pass too much into this wind and let your running backs and your offensive line do the work that they've been doing all night. And that's winning in the trenches. And if we learned anything tonight about Muleshoe is that if the pass game isn't working, they can definitely rely on the run game. Here we go, handoff, Signs. Signs cuts it, goes up the middle, down to the 20, rolling downhill. Gets past the 20, is finally hit, and it's going to be blown dead down to the 19-yard line. Daniel Signs goes. 7:40 and counting down left in the 4th quarter. Kind of looking back. Storms are still rolling in. Well, in between 9 and 10 is when they were predicted to kind of roll into Brownfield, and still a distance off. You can barely hear the thunder if it's just quiet enough. Fresh set of downs for Muleshoe. 7:15 left. Got 5 seconds left on the play clock. Here we go. Handoff to Hoff. Hoff is going to take it. Good. Cuts back up the middle. Is finally hit. That's only going to be a gain of 1. Hoff on the carry, and not much going there for the Muleshoe offense. Gain of 1 makes it 2nd down and 9. Had these short little gusts of wind here and there. It kind of calms down, and as soon as it calms down, it kicks back up again. Wind has changed directions. It's now kind of blowing into the face of the Muleshoe offense. More bottom or top to bottom of your screen. Here we go, 2nd down. Handoff, Hoff again, and nowhere to go.
Durham with the tackle.
And here comes Josue Sigala. Once again, 4 down territory for Muleshoe. Down this close into the end zone, this deep in the Brownfield territory. 5:50 left in the ball game. Muleshoe does lead 48-21. Josue Sigan now moving to the right of Nathan. Here we go. Pass. Nathan looking deep. Has an open receiver. That ball's just outside of his reach. That's going to be Yahir Kazada. And whistle's blowing. And there's going to be a lightning delay, is what the officiating crew is saying. So 5:29 left in the 4th quarter. 48-21 is your score in this one. And the players will head to the locker room. And we'll see what happens from here. We'll be right back. You're listening to MuleshoeTV.com. And with the lightning delay coming in, 5:29 left in the fourth quarter, I think this will be the ball game. Let's see what the official stance on this is. And I think that is it.
Due to impending weather, that's it for tonight.
48-21 is your final. Muleshoe stays undefeated going into district play. Head out, support your Mules in Muleshoe as they open up district play against a very, very big opponent, Bushland, coming into town. We would love to see y'all there. I'm Elliott, the voice of the Mules, with MuleshoeTV.com. Have a good night.
Gil Lamb Advertising, MuleshoeTV.com, coverage of the Muleshoe Mules football, brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Muleshoe Independent School District, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Shipman's Body Shop and Autoplex, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Mohawk Auto Parts, WTG Fuels, Edward Jones and Stephen Dement, McDonald's Restaurant, and McCormick Seeds, along with 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications.